So your question is that your client is an insurance provider and they have been having declining profits and you have to help them out.
So our client is an insurance provider and they are seeing declining in profits. That's
Yeah,
correct.
insurance
Can I ask
provider
some
declining profits.
can I ask some clarifying questions?
Sure.
How long the client has been seeing the decline in profits?
Almost 2 months.
Is it same for the industry or it's client specific?
Only client specific.
Okay. So in terms of insurance, can I consider just they're not doing the reinsurance of our insurance, or it's a third party insurance, or what is the current business model if I want to understand for the client?
They are writing insurance on their own balance sheet. They are providing insurance out of their own pocket.
And what are the product offerings like life insurance or health insurance? What are the product offerings?
Good question. They typically deal in auto insurance,
Sorry?
automotive insurance,
Uh, Sorry, Sarthak, I was not able to hear
automotive
you.
automotive insurance, car insurance.
Okay, automotive. That's fine. Can I take a couple of minutes just to structure my
Sure, definitely.
Yes. So, Sadik, the profit is, I can assume it's the revenue minus cost. So, we have any data if we have seen a decline in the revenue or the cost part, or should I consider both?
What do you think is the revenue for an insurance provider?
So, it would be the premium paid by the clients that own an automobile, that is car.
Okay, and what else?
It could be some investments or anything like that for the
Correct.
client.
Investment income as well. And when it comes to cost, what do you think is the major cost header?
For the cost, it would be the just one minute.
Sure.
So for the cost, I would break it down further into fixed and variable.
Hmm.
So if should I consider both, or should you have any data? I need to focus on one of the aspects.
Think about it from first principles. An insurance provider, what do you think they would be incurring the most in terms of cost? What would be the cost header which would be the highest in terms of magnitude?
It would be the commissions provided, the claims, and
Claims, correct. So can you break down claims for an insurance provider in terms of cost mathematically for me?
sure. Just just a minute.
Sure.
So it would be the total premium that is paid by the number of clients or the insured amount minus the claims that have been taken by the clients.
The claims is not a function, claim amount is not a function of premium. If I ask you what is the claim amount in terms of a mathematical equation, how would you write it?
Just as it's-
Sure.
So I'm not able to just come up with the formula.
No worries. So the claim amount can be the number of people holding a policy or a car insurance policy into the percentage of people who end up claiming the insurance on account of damages or accidents into the average amount of the claim, right? So if there are 100 policy holders, out of that 40% end up claiming insurance because of a car accident. So 40 policies into claim amount per policy on an average, which can, let's say, be 5 lakhs of coverage. So 40 into 5 lakhs would be the claim amount. So what we have seen is that the percentage of people asking for a claim or coverage has gone up.
So, Sati, can we assume the number of car accidents have increased or the since the claim?
Yes. Yes, the number of car accidents has increased.
So, assuming the number of car accidents have increased, what I would recommend to the client is the verification part of the claim that the clients are claiming.
Hmm.
So we could ask them to be more stringent, the agents to be the most strict on the claiming policy, just to check the claims are genuine or not.
Hmm. The claims are genuine.
Okay. Is it because of some can be the if the claims are genuine, can we attribute if it's the accidents have increased for certain specific company? For a car company, for instance, we have multiple car companies in the market. So the accidents have gone up for some one of the car companies.
What do you think the accident is a function of? What all
So it
variables
could
are
be
in play?
the public negligence or the quality of roads.
Hmm.
Uh, do you want me to look into more, or is it
More
the list?
factors. What else apart from roads?
It could be the reckless driving. It could be a
The drivers are reckless. Why do you think that might be happening?
it could be because of a drunk drive case or the usage of phone while driving.
Hmm. What else?
Or have you seen the are the drivers or are of the legal age who are driving?
So we have observed that the average age of a policy holder has gone down from 35 to 22. What impact do you think that might have?
The average age has gone down from 35 to 20.
Two.
So we could see a lot of young generation taking up the policy. So it could be a case of, say, reckless driving amongst the youngsters or
Very
not
true.
for traffic rules and the
What?
lights.
So it's because of reckless driving, because of young drivers. What recommendations do you have in mind for the company?
I would suggest to increase the premium if we have the policy holders from say age 20 to 25, since we have seen the policy holders of this age have gone, the average age has dropped, and we could keep it same for the drivers above the 35 age.
But if we increase the age, will we not lose out on the additional revenue that we were getting from selling insurance to people from ages 22 to 34?
I think what my I'm assuming that the age bracket would be price insensitive in sense of the age bracket. I'm assuming, if I'm you may correct if the assumption is right, or
Hmm. What other recommendations do you have in mind? Can't we increase the premium amount if the age is low?
yeah. Actually, Sarthak, I just wanted to say that. I mean, I think I've not
Hmm.
put it the correct, but I wanted to say that since our average age has come down from 35 to 22, so
Hmm.
for that age bracket we can increase the premium. That's what I wanted to say.
Hmm. What else?
The other recommendation would be, uh, we could have more vigilant or the strict checking about these reckless driving, because there are many CCTV cameras on the road, so we can
Hmm.
inspect where that particular accident has happened. And if it's because of the reckless driving, we could limit the amount of claim which we're going to disburse to the client.
Hmm. And don't you think if we cut down on selling insurance for ages 22 to 35, we can try to circulate or distribute another kind of insurance to cover up for the loss in revenue, whether it's life insurance or health insurance.
Then we have to estimate the yeah, sure, we could diversify in that sense, but we need to estimate the market for the other products as well in that particular age bracket,
Hmm,
if that is attractive enough for us to enter that particular market.
true.
Since
On the top of your head, what do you think is a bigger market? Life insurance or health insurance?
if we are looking at the particular if we so if we are targeting the 22 to 30, that would be, so the market would be more for a health insurance, I
Perfect.
presume.
Awesome. Cool. We can close the case here. I hope you like doing the case. I wanted to do this case because People typically are afraid of insurance cases. They don't know how to come up with cost and revenue. So that is one. And sometimes they get stuck when it comes to writing things mathematically, like we were doing the claims amount. And just one thing, whenever I say that, think about the framework or what all would you want to look at, try to think of it in from a breadth perspective, which is if I asked you that the road accidents are increasing. Now, road accident can happen because of the car itself, or it can happen because of roads, or it can happen because of the driver itself. So the driver is at fault here. Now, the driver can be at fault because of drinking, because of recklessness on account of age, or because of inability to drive. So think about every sub branch from a breadth perspective. That's what the interviewer is looking for, which is how can you still be structured even when you are so deep into the case, right?
Right.
And in terms of recommendations, one is that we could have increased premium. Now that we know that 22 to 34 is a problem, we could have expanded into other insurance forms. I just asked a random question, which is a bigger market, health versus life, which you correctly pointed out, health is a bigger market because it's more probabilistically or it's more probabilistic for you to contract a disease and claim health insurance rather than die from a 22 to 30 ka age bracket. So I wanted to check your reasoning there. So that was there. I hope everyone else liked the case as well. Just try to get better in terms of thinking, in terms of breadth, be it recommendations or breaking down different branches.
I think the when you're reading a case and when you are doing a practical, I think it's a very different game. I
Huh.
thought my frameworks in mind, everything. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Pranav.
So, the case can also like move like this, or is it just that you wanted to, when you said that what will be the typical revenue sources, cost sources, like is it just like a nudge, or will cases also generally go like this in real life?
The interviewer might want you to come up with the revenue or cost headers just to see if you know how the industry functions.
Okay, so that is like a normal part only. It is
Hmm.
not that. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
Hmm.
the case was not related to revenue, still I
Hmm.
wanted him to tell me what the biggest revenue header would be.
Okay. No, just got it. Well, like, so that, yeah, I think now the industry things are coming into play. Got it.
Correct. Very true. Awesome. And thank you so much, everyone. I'll stop the recording and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.